when you look like you can't get laid, this is what you do.
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And he's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Criminally Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, your petroleum-based vehicle driver, not your EV driver. I don't give a shit if you have an electronic vehicle, but today we're going to talk about electronic vehicles. We're going to talk about Tesla, and Tesla as it relates to people committing violence against Teslas. So, as you know, Elon Musk is spearheading Doge, what is that, Department of Government Efficiency, whatever it is. You may have feelings one way or another, and I guarantee you, I know I can see you right through this camera. You're sitting in your mother's basement with your Cheetos-stained underwear, with your MAGA hat on, and your bag of Cheetos, and there's a reason your Cheetos-stained underwear are Cheeto-stained. It's because you touch your wiener while you're watching Donald Trump, and, I get it. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So, but we're talking about Tesla vandalism and how that is being perceived by the federal government. So is it vandalism or is it domestic terrorism? So if you look at some of these pictures, look at what is going on here. You got Nazi written on one. You got resist on a Tesla dealership, it looks like. You've got somebody burning the back end of one of these Cybertrucks. And I don't know what you think about these Cybertrucks. Part of me thinks that they look like they're stealth in a way because they kind of look like stealth bombers. But another part of me thinks that they're the ugliest things I've ever seen. I've never driven one, so I can't talk about their, how they are to drive. I did drive a Cadillac Lyric I rented one a while back, and I liked it, actually. But you know what you get? You wind up getting, if you're not anywhere near a charging station, you get charge anxiety because you can see the little thing going down. It's like, where the fuck am I going to charge this thing? So here's the thing, though. Just like the Ring door cameras are everywhere, watch this little clip about what these Teslas can do.
So I was inside a building and I'm just checking out my Tesla car. You're able to stream live from wherever you are. Here I am just toggling, checking all the cameras around. All this info is encrypted and stored in my Tesla. So the company, Tesla, has no way of accessing it. And these are the cameras that the car used to see for FSD. So it's cool that it doubles up as security. This here is a recent clip. This family wasn't doing anything bad, but they did get too close and they triggered the camera to record. So just keep your distance.
Keep your distance. Pam Bondi, Attorney General Pam Bondi, has labeled recent attacks on Tesla properties as domestic terrorism. The evidence leans towards these attacks being linked to political protests against Elon Musk with legal consequences, including up to 20 years in prison for those charged. When you have these kinds of charges, if you remember the George Floyd riots, I represented two people during the George Floyd riots. Both were homicides. And one, my client torched a pawn shop, so they were going to burn this motherfucker down. And little did he know that there was somebody that was in the basement looting the place, and he had no clue. And so he wound up going to federal prison for the death. So Pam Bondi released the following statement. The swarm of violent attacks on Tesla property is nothing short of domestic terrorism. The Department of Justice has already charged several perpetrators with that in mind, including in cases involving charges with 5-year mandatory minimum sentence. We will continue investigations that impose severe consequences on those in these attacks, including those operating behind the scenes to coordinate and fund these crimes. I don't understand why people do this kind of shit. I mean, nobody cares that you just destroyed a Tesla. Maybe you feel good inside. Maybe you just feel the cockles of your heart are all warmed up because you fucked with a billionaire's play toy. The days of committing crimes without consequence have ended. Unless you're a January 6th guy who got fucking pardoned after many, many, many convictions. It's like 1,500 people got. So if you're on the right side of history, you know, you're not going to have the consequences. So a website called DogeQuest mapped Tesla owners and their personal information amid a wave of attacks. The site also has information on Tesla dealerships and members of Doge. What the fuck? At DogeQuest, we believe in empowering creative expression of protest that you can execute from the comfort of your own home. The website encourages visitors to commit vandalism, including by using a spray can to unleash your artistic flair on a nearby Tesla and through other creative expression. That's nothing short of, you know, if they consider domestic terrorism, you know, terrorism has its own elements of the crime. I don't know that it necessarily fits, because if you're going after somebody, you know, because you hate that person, that's not necessarily terrorism. If you're trying to send a message to the general public and make the general public in fear, that is terrorism. So let's see what the sheriff has to say.
This was a targeted attack against a Tesla facility.
Yet another Tesla dealership vandalized, this time in Las Vegas. Authorities arriving in the early morning hours Tuesday to find multiple cars set on fire.
We believe the suspect approached the business wearing all black clothing, and he used what appear to be Molotov cocktails and a firearm to conduct his attack.
Now, this incident follows other cases in recent days in places like Kansas City, Missouri, as well as Southern California and the Chicago area, where Tesla dealers were vandalized. Tesla founder Elon Musk took to Twitter to call this terrorism. Now, officials have not yet formally ruled this an act of terrorism, but the FBI says its Joint Terrorism Task Force is conducting a robust investigation in order to try to find the perpetrator and the motive.
Violent acts like this are unacceptable. We will come after you, we will find you, and prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law.
And that is true. And here's the thing. Remember what we said with the digital footprint and everybody's got cameras everywhere? All these Teslas have cameras. So there's good quality video out there somewhere of these people doing this stuff. And I just don't get what you get out of it. But here's the absolute most ridiculous thing I've seen. So now Donald Trump, you guys know that I'm not a huge Trump fan, and I'm not Democrat or Republican. I lean more Democrat because I don't believe in the death penalty. I just don't, because I'm a criminal defense lawyer. I think it's unequally applied. But I also don't think that the White House lawn should be turned into a used car lot. So let's just take a look at Trump's kind of trying to rehab Tesla.
Hello, President Trump. Are you looking to buy or lease today? Hello, President Trump. Are you looking to buy or lease today?
Well, I'm going to buy, and I'm going to buy because, number one, it's a great product, as good as it gets, and number two, because this man has devoted his energy and his life to...
Okay, we don't need to see another Tesla commercial, but it's just weird. So the DOJ is charging people, like on March 20th, 2025, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi announced charges against 3 people for violent destruction of Tesla property. So if you have the destruction of property, it's its own crime, right? But if you do it across state lines, if you do it with the intent to cause fear in general public, if you do it to send a message, then you could be looking at federal charges. And depending upon the value of the vehicle and the level of crime that we're talking about, it is you can reach your 5 or 10 year mandatory minimum. Matthew Lansky, arrested March 4th. Lansky faces federal charges on 2 incidents at a Tesla dealership in Salem, Oregon. He threw a Molotov cocktail and later returned to shoot out windows with an AR-15. That's not fucking okay. I mean, that's just is not okay. Lucy Grace Nelson of Loveland, Colorado, charged on February 24th, 2025. Nelson allegedly vandalized a Tesla dealership, setting cars on fire and spray painting Nazi Nazi cars. Police found gasoline and bomb-making material in her car. She pleaded not guilty on March 11th and faces similar charges, similar sentencing ranges, 5 to 20 years. Daniel Clark Pounder. Who wants to go to Pound Town? North Charleston, South Carolina. Arrested on March 15th, 2025, and charged with arson for torching Tesla superchargers with Molotov cocktails while wearing "Fuck Trump, Long Live Ukraine" t-shirt. Tell me that's not an identifiable thing on a surveillance camera. He also is looking at 5 to 20 years. Unbelievably, these people are so stupid. So, protester creates a human flag with a guillotine and threatens Elon Musk. If you want to repeat history, then get in the basket. Oh my God. Let me just take a look at this.
Homemade flag. What's your message to Elon Musk with the flag out here?
If you want to repeat history, then get in the basket.
Okay. I know some people have been fired.
Put Precious in the basket. Put Precious in the basket. It puts this lotion on and puts Precious in the basket. Oh, fucking A. You know, when you look like you can't get laid, this is what you do.
Okay. I know some people have been firebombing different Teslas. What do you think about those kind of protests against them?
I mean, the French do it.
Okay. I know people call him a Nazi. Do you think Musk's a Nazi?
He did the salute.
Yeah. But you think I know people have defended that. You think he's literally a Nazi? Yeah.
Got a good beat.
So do you want to see people boycott Teslas moving forward? Absolutely. I know, do you think it's a little bit ironic that climate activists are boycotting the most popular EV in America?
Okay, now, like I said, I lean Democrat, but not that far Democrat. Give me a break. Don't you have anything better to do? I mean, get a haircut. So are they them rub ass on Tesla door? Okay. No, I have not seen this, and this may be blurred out or maybe cut out. I don't know. Okay, that we don't even need to do that one. Brandon Valiza, financial systems underwriter, was arrested for keying a Tesla in Fort Collins, Colorado, and attempting to draw a swastika. You know, I mean, like I was telling you, these are all on camera. What a dumb shit. Is it really worth it? I mean, is it really old white dudes? See these Teslas. I'm sure it got his video right. I mean, look at this. What a dumb shit. USA, USA. Oh, nothing to see here. I'm just gonna. I mean, how dumb is that? 24 hours later, old white dude is confronted.
Did you just key a Tesla the other day?
Do what?
You're on video. Yeah. This is the guy. You just keyed a Tesla. You got a video online. I just saw it. It's all over the fucking face. You have the media.
I ain't keyed no Tesla. Why would I do that? I'm all about America. Give me a fucking break. How stupid are these people?
Yes, you did. You keyed a Tesla in a parking lot somewhere around here. What do you got to say about that?
Wasn't me.
What do you got to say about that?
I didn't do that.
I love the music. Let's roll the tape. And when you have an identifiable jacket like USA, give me a break.
Well, you're on video. I said, I plainly saw you doing it. You pulled up right next to it and then you keyed it. Oh, shit. You want to bet?
It was my twin brother, Fred.
Okay. Well, I mean, they got your license plate. I'm surprised you haven't been contacted by the police yet. You just don't have anything to say about that? Neither one of you guys do? Okay.
All right, who gives a shit what this case is? I mean, but how dumb are these people? They're putting themselves at risk. I'm all for protesting and for free speech and all that kind of stuff. But destroying property is, number one, stupid. Destroying Tesla property is stupid because they have cameras and they're going to catch you doing it.
Keep summer safe.
So this is a statement from the chief of police. Within 24 hours of the viral vandalism incident being reported to the San Jose Police Department, we successfully identified, located, and arrested the individual responsible for this act of felony vandalism. This senseless crime and its subsequent consequences should serve as a clear reminder. No matter one's personal beliefs or frustration, they do not justify illegal actions. I urge everyone to respect one another and, above all, to respect the law. Felony vandalism, or damage to property is really what it is. It's basically anything over $500 would be a felony. And domestic terrorism, though, is different. If you just key a car, I don't think that's going to be necessarily terrorism. But if you burn a car down, or if you fire shots into a building, with an AR-15, that's more likely, domestic terrorism, or just terrorism in general, whether it's domestic or not. And that's when you run into some more serious problems. This is Ontario, Canada. There you go. I'm so fucking mad at that Tesla. Oh, god damn that fucking Tesla. I'm going to beat the shit out of that Tesla. What a dumb shit. I mean, for what? And there's incendiary devices found at a Texas dealership in Austin, Texas. So the bomb squad was called to remove the devices. Now that is domestic terrorism, no question about it. Because bombs can kill people. Keying a car isn't going to kill anybody. It's just irritating. See, on Monday, March 24, 2025, so this is all just happening recently, at approximately 8:04 a.m., Austin Police Department responded to a found abandoned hazardous call at the Tesla dealership located at 12845 North U.S. Highway 83 in Austin, Texas. When they arrived on scene, they located suspicious devices and called the APD, the Austin Police Department Bomb Squad, to investigate. The devices, which were determined to be incendiary, were taken into police custody without incident. This is an open and ongoing investigation, and there is no further information about it. Here's the thing. What you don't realize is you can legally own a pipe bomb. What did he just say? You have to register it. I had a case just like this. Not like this, but my client possessed a bunch of pipe bombs. And had he registered them, they would have been legal to own. But he didn't register them. I never even knew that until that case. So here's another one. Man tries to puke on Tesla, reveals his face on Sentry mode, ends up puking on himself. I mean, these are not the smartest people on the planet.
Never thought I'd be a victim of a Tesla attack, but look at this. Some schmuck walks up to my car, starts banging on the side of the car, checking it out, lowers his mask, look at him, and then starts to make himself puke all over my car. This is disgusting. He rubs it on my car. It's still there. He takes his keffiyeh to then wash off his hands. Dude,
fucking now that's just gross. Or we'll watch a couple more of these. During a Minnesota speech, Governor of Minnesota Tim Walz brags about Tesla stock driving. Why do we want to do that?
Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. So, and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, and take a.
I don't agree with this. All this does is fuel the fan the flames, and I just don't agree with that. And what I have to say about it is I own some Tesla stock, so I want it to go up. So let's see, Tesla. Let's see, this is Lex Friedman. I don't know who this guy is. This is on Twitter. Tesla makes amazing cars and is a pioneer in the real-world AI. On top of that, most Tesla owners are left-wing. I hate that politics continues to divide us to the point where people are celebrating vandalism. Win with better ideas and by building cool shit. Hate and destruction is not the way. Completely agree. Very eloquently put. If you're out there driving a Tesla, continue to drive your Tesla. If you're out there vandalizing a Tesla, fucking stop it. You know, it's just nuisance crimes for the most part. And it just should stop. I love the comment. Win by making better shit. Win by better ideas. Don't win by being, a January 6th protester who destroyed the Capitol, or by being a Tesla dickhead, or by being a George Floyd dickhead, by burning shit down. Who did that help? Nobody. It's just destroying a community. And if you're a left-winger, you got to love the electric vehicles. You may not like Elon Musk, but guess what? It employs a lot of people, right? And there's a board of directors. He's not the only one behind the company. So, find another more peaceful way to protest, like being an ugly person with your own flag. So that's our little spiel on the Tesla epidemic. And if you're driving a Tesla, make sure your cameras are activated and that you're parking in an area where a lot of people can see your car. Because if they're highly visible, people are going to be less likely to vandalize it. And I don't want to see your car get ruined. Am I a fan of Elon Musk? Who fucking cares? I don't give a shit what his politics are. I do give a shit about you. I give a shit about the people who are committing crimes because I don't want them to go to jail. So stop it. And that's the only way you're really going to stay out of jail is if you stop it. So we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. This is just a public service announcement to drive a gasoline-powered 8-cylinder vehicle with 12 horsepower or 12 cylinders and hopefully a convertible top. That would be a Jaguar, by the way, an old-fashioned Jaguar. And those XKEs, those are really nice cars. So we'll see you next time on Criminal Lawyer. I'm Bruce Rivers, your very own personal board-certified criminal defense lawyer, and you know who you are because you're sitting there with a glass of wine and because you're a white wine drinker. That's what our audience is. Our audience is just a bunch of white wine drinkers, right? Probably not. We'll see you next time on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Sign up for Patreon. Sign up for Facebook. Let's get Facebook rocking and rolling. And go to CLR Bruce Rivers for all your merchandise needs. And we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058.